Hello everybody, this is A Shadowbox, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Susquehanna River Valley map. I'm running version 1.2, and we are meeting in the office today because this office is now ours, and we just have not changed anything over yet. Last episode, I completely messed up, and it did not go to YouTube because I realized too late after I finished the episode that neither the game audio nor my microphone recorded. So the end of summer is the lost episode. Basically, what we did was we mowed all the grass around our new property, and we got tenants moved in. So we have our uh, rent sign up over here next to our mailbox. This is just, I edited this. This is the government subsidy mod that I have edited. It gives us $93.75 an hour, or $2,250 per day, since we're running 2-day months essentially. That's $4,500 a month, and we get that because we assume $500 of rent per bungalow, and about $300 of that being profit, so $4,500 a month. So like early autumn is a month, mid autumn is a month, that kind of stuff. So you can see we have our tenants moved in with their vehicles out front, and I actually have 4 bungalows open here. If any of you guys would like to have a sign stuck up in the yard with your name on it, go ahead and claim which bungalow you want. We have the one with shutters, we have the one with a porch, we have the red one, and we have the white one. So yeah, go ahead. First 4 people to comment will have their names on signs in the series as our tenants here. And then if you get one of these bungalows, you can make special requests for what you would want to see on the rental property here, like a playground or a farm shop or like a convenience store, stuff like that. I definitely plan on improving this land in exchange for more rent money. I want to replace all the dirt roads with paved roads. This is our office slash residence building. I want to completely replace that, and I might even tear down this building here and put in an apartment building. And eventually I do want to replace all the bungalows with like proper houses. And the way I'm doing that is via the map object hider mod, which is great, but it doesn't get every little thing on the map. So you'll see there's a few barrels floating around in the grass that we can't quite get rid of. I tried to hide some of them with like landscaping rocks. It didn't really work. See back here, we did some renovations. This is our equipment storage shed for the rental property. So you can see we've got our John Deere mower back here. I did put the bushel collector on it, just so we don't have the swaths laying around. It was dropping a ton of grass, and I do intend on getting a gator with a plow and a salt spreader, and that's going to live in here once we have it. The vintage Ford is sheltered over here. I went with this just default farm garage and decorations because there was some floating stuff here I couldn't delete, and that's covered up by an area you can't really get into, though you can kind of see it right there, but it is what it is. Let's just drive over to the farmyard, take a look at a couple of minor changes over there. We'll take our, is this the Rambler? Yeah, we'll take the Rambler over there. I am going to put in an access road here. Alright, our grain fields, our wheat fields are actually ready to harvest, so the plan is to get that done today. I did take the def mod out because I could not get it to work properly, so this is now just a default diesel trailer. And we finished emptying the silo, and we got an additional like $68,000, something like that, I want to say, from the crop. If we look at harvest income, oh, we don't see it. Biogas income, 60,000. So we got almost $100,000 out of doing that, which was good. And you can see yesterday or today, it should have been. Oh, I did the contracts yesterday, but I didn't collect them until today. I did like $25,000 worth in contracts to pay for a lot of the renovations that I did. So today we need to get a harvester because our fields here are ready to harvest. And if we look at contracts, there are harvesting contracts to do, which I will definitely want to do. So we are going to go ahead and purchase our own harvester. And the store actually contacted me, the vehicle shop contacted me, and said they had a really good deal on a used harvester. We still have to pay like a higher price for it though, because they completely repainted it and overhauled the engine and everything. It is a John Deere combine, and so I'm sure you John Deere fans will really appreciate that. Not that I'm not a John Deere fan, just my favorite brand is Case. So yeah. Though I am glad that you guys voted for me to get that John Deere tractor because it can pull our fertilizer spreader at 32 miles an hour, which is almost the speed limit for the side roads, so I don't even load that thing on the trailer anymore. I just drive it around as long as I don't have to get on the highway. But yeah, it is a harvester, and our pickup truck is probably not up to pulling a harvester, so we are going to have the shop deliver it for us. And it is, I have my eye, I think I want to splurge a little bit and go for the 9500 here. We are going to get it with no tank extension. The Michelin tires are fine. We don't need the Starfire 3000. It's like all this is fine how it is for $71,299. Oof, that is a big purchase. And of course we need the header with it. Oh shoot, what header does it take? I should have checked. I think it's the C25F. Yeah, sorry, 625F. Alright, if we go to headers and scroll down, C25F with a working width of 7.6 meters. And that's going to run us another $25,000. Alright, so ooh, isn't she pretty? Lots of lights on it. It's a good looking model. I believe this is on the mod hub. I'm not positive though. It is in my spreadsheet link in the description, so you can always check that. And this is going to help us make short work of our little fields and hopefully not be too painful to run on some large contracted fields either. And I also hope that I can get it through our fences down here. Let's see, and I do want it to have a straw swath because we will go ahead and pick up that hay, I think. Maybe make some bales. Can just barely get through there. That's fine, just barely is all we need. I think that I'm going to run the harvester myself. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait right here. And we're going to have Sarah come on out. Once we have a gator, we won't have to use the speed cheat or drive vehicles just back to our farm. So that's another reason I'm looking forward to getting the gator. We might actually get two, even. Let's come back here. Now, I do intend to keep on doing missions, just not so much on camera, just because, I mean, we've seen a lot of it now. And I want the majority of our income to come from our own exploits, rather than just doing contracts for someone else. You see, our alfalfa field is starting to grow. That's going to be a very nice payday once that comes in. You know what? Let's go ahead and take our John Deere tractor out to run our grain bin, just because, or not grain bin, our grain trailer. Just because I think it is going to look really good to have two John Deere implements out on the field at the same time. I don't think you guys are going to convert me away from being a primarily Case fan, but I do appreciate some John Deere equipment. Let's go ahead and hook up to our Metaltech trailer. And it occurs to me that we do need a place to store our grain. I think I can go ahead and get a shed. Let me go into here. Let's go to, it's under Global Company. And we're going to grab the bulk haul, but we can just get the small version. It would be nice to get two of these eventually, but for now, I'm just going to have one, and that's going to go right over here next to our equipment. I believe that is facing the proper way. Let me just get this just right, or else it's going to bother me for all of eternity. Alright everybody, that is the end of the time lapse. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I'm going to include all of the semi-manual bale stacking that there was, just because I was moving the camera around a lot, and if it's not enjoyable to watch, I will cut it out. This is our third trip with bales up to the sell point, just in case you didn't see. And so far we've made approximately $25,000 from the bales. So clearly getting that baling equipment has already paid for itself. That was a good decision. I honestly did not expect to get this much. I thought we would maybe get $10,000 total. So glad to see that I was a little bit wrong about that. So let's go ahead and get these bales sold, and then I'm probably going to put a cut in the video and get some of this equipment cleaned up. The most important thing is obviously that we beat the rain. However, I don't think we're going to have time to go do any harvesting contracts at the moment. So I'm going to clean up the yard, we're going to get through the rain, and then we're probably going to start transporting our grain up to the flour mill in order to start processing. So stay tuned for that. And an additional over 10,000, additional like $11,000 there. So excellent. All right, guys, I'll see you in a second. Hello everybody, welcome back, and we have missed the rain, or I should say the rain missed us entirely, which is good news because we can get back out on the field eventually and not have to wait for anything to dry. Hopefully the sugar beet will be ready to harvest tomorrow. In the meantime, I think I figured out the crop rotation for our fields. I can pull that up really quick. So on our sugar beet fields, I think we're going to go sugar beet, sunflowers, corn, and then repeat. And as we get more fields, I may put a fallow in there because you can see it really helps our yield across the board. Well, actually, just for the sugar beet, so who knows. And then our current wheat fields, I think I'm going to go wheat, canola, and soybeans. And that has a good return on the wheat and the canola, and it's not too bad on the soybeans. And then we're just going to keep our alfalfa field alfalfa. Sunflowers, we have to wait until spring to plant, which is fine. However, canola, we can plant this season, and we can harvest it early, like in late spring, early summer, I think. If I check really quick, canola, no, just summer. We can harvest it in summer if we get it in the ground in the fall. It'd be winter canola. That should be pretty profitable for us. However, that is not going to be this episode because we don't have a seeder. Oh shoot, I completely left the trailer back at the yard, back at the other yard. So let me go get that really quick. That's fine because I still have some more talking that I want to do. So I do have some things written down that I would like to spend this flour money that we're about to get. I want a bigger grain trailer for working the fields. I would like something that has at least 20,000 capacity. Whether that's going to be buying another trailer, modifying the trailer we already have, or trading in the trailer. You know, I'll go whatever is the cheapest way on that one, so I need to look into that. I would like a header trailer for the combine. I would like an auger wagon for when we do harvesting contracts. We can use the auger wagon on the field and then take it to our truck off the field for transport. And I would like a grain bin at our farmyard. We do have that storage shed, but it can only store one crop at a time, and to be realistic, we can't really keep grain in that shed for an extended period of time because it would get moldy and go bad. We would need a grain bin that could dry the grain as it's stored and prolong the storage life. So you can see we've got the conveyor belts in position. Mark is standing by to operate said conveyor belts. Let me get this trailer parked better. There we go. There's that. And let me check global company really quick so I can show you guys. We have 68,429 liters of wheat, which is really not bad. Oh, don't need Nick and Sarah right now. Do need Mark to go ahead and turn on the conveyors. Turn on the conveyors. Oh, I really hope conveyors can pick up out of the storage, because that's going to be a problem if they can't. I know buckets can unload from these storage, so I just assumed a conveyor belt would be able to, but it is possible that I'm wrong and I didn't check beforehand because I was just like, oh, that would for sure work. Ah, there we go. It just needs to be further back in there. I'll worry about positioning the trailer in a second once we have that position better. There we go. And actually, I can just move this like that. Alright, let's get this filled up. And I would like to add a caveat to the offer about the 4 houses to get subscriber names on them. I am recording very far in advance, so I think over the next 4 videos I will pick 4 people, 1 from each video, to put their name on there. And then we will add them 1 week at a time. So you have 4 videos so that's 4 chances to get your name in the series, if you would like. And if your name is in the series, you can provide direct input to how the series goes. So I hope you guys will like that. I think it'll be a fun way for us to interact together. I'm also working on a Discord server. It is not ready yet. I hope to have it ready by the time I come back from my honeymoon. I will not be working on it during my honeymoon, don't worry, I'm not that dumb. But yeah, that would be, I just think it would be really cool. We could have some more direct communication between us, and some direct feedback onto how the series are going, and we could get some games going together. It would be, I think it'd be a good idea. So we're gonna try it out. Alright, we've got our first load, and we're gonna be heading up to the flour mill. I almost said sugar mill for a minute, but that is not where we're going. That's probably where we'll be going either next episode or the episode after that, however long it takes to get those sugar beets done. So yeah, off camera, I'm going to be turning over fields 58 and 57. I'm going to have to... Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to have to get the scout out on the field again to check what the values are after we just harvested, and then of course going to have to re-sow. Though maybe I will wait and do that on camera, just because we haven't... I mean, I'll probably do the scout off camera, spread any lime that needs done off camera, and if it needs plowed, I'll do that off camera. But if it... For the sowing, we're going to be buying a new seeder for that, and it's a mod that I kind of want to show off, so I probably will do that on camera. Wow, this truck is kind of hard to drive. Add new semi-truck to the list of things I want to buy, but probably won't be able to anytime soon. Oh great, what are we even stuck on? Is that enough to get us free? Yes. I can't tell if it's just like this trailer doesn't really fit this truck, or if it's just this truck. I don't know. I mean, this trailer is really not the best, so maybe we should look at upgrading this trailer as well. But, I mean, it's not the trailer that's tipping over, it's the truck, so... I'll have my eye open for a good replacement, I think. If this can get us through this year and this harvest, that would be preferred, but this might be relegated to a seed tender pretty soon. relatively soon. It's just not doing as well as I would have hoped. Let's just put it that way. Alright guys, here we are at the flour mill. That was a bigger pain in the butt than it needed to be to fix. Hopefully I remember to cut all that out because it took quite a while. I'm going to stop on the scales. See how much it weighs, 67.85. And then we come back here to drop off. And this should put all of our product into the silo to be processed. Hopefully we don't see our money going up now. Good. This is the right spot. I wasn't entirely sure. There we go. And I don't remember exactly how long it takes to process everything into flour. So we will go get the next load and then check to see if our first load is milled or not. And if it's not, I'll find something else to do. Alright, we have the last of our wheat loaded up. About half a trailer's worth. So I don't feel bad about transporting half a trailer. I just didn't want to get stuck with, you know, like a 10% load. I would have felt like that would be a waste, but this should be fine. Especially if we can connect to the metal tech. That's great, so we can take this up with us and trade it in as we wait for our wheat to process into flour. And that will hopefully be done tonight. If not, we'll cut the video and we'll come back in the morning and get that taken care of. I don't want to be playing too much at night. That's a little too dark on YouTube. Alright guys, here we are at the flour mill. Let's go ahead and get our half load of crop unloaded here. And we will see we have 61,000 liters of wheat, which means we don't nearly have, we only have 7,300 liters of flour. So I'm going to see what I can do about our trailer situation and go through the night, and hopefully in the morning we'll be able to sell our flour for some massive profits, in theory. I'll see you guys then. Alright everybody, welcome back. It is bright and early, and we are about to go pick up our flour, which is done. As you can see, I have a temporary solution to the trailer problem. This trailer does work on this truck a lot better, even though it looks kind of weird. I'm not having those tipping issues that I was having. The truck just handles overall a lot better, even though it does look kind of weird. So a new semi-truck is now on my list of things that I want. But this does work, and it seems to work pretty well. So it's not an urgent need. However, we do still need a trailer for working on the field, and preferably an auger wagon. So hopefully we can sell this flour and get those things. Now this does have a similar capacity to the old semi-trailer we traded in, so we will still have to make 2 trips for the flour. Or, you know, I may just leave the rest of the flour in there, and I'm sure we'll get some grain harvesting contracts that we can bring up here and then get more flour. We'll see, depending on how much more money I need to buy the things that I want. This episode is going really long, by the way, so we may have a 2-parter on our hands here. But hey, that just means you get 2 farming videos in a week instead of just 1. Well, I don't know if I'll release in the same week. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. My perception of time is skewed because of how long it took to do all the field work earlier in the episode. Oh, maybe it wasn't a trailer problem. Maybe it was the semi-truck is pretty weak when the trailer is loaded problem. Well, I guess we'll see. Well, guys, I don't know how this happened, but it happened. So, we're gonna honestly, use some cheats to fix this. Hello guys, welcome back. You are looking at our new semi-truck. Yes, our trusty, well, not exactly trusty, our rusty Ford was totaled after that accident, and the bank did approve us for an emergency loan with a higher interest rate of $1,000. So we went and we got this TLX 9000, which I have heard really good things about. And I've used a TLX pickup before. I've used a TLX pickup before, but not in this save. It's been in a different save. And I really liked it, so I thought, hey, you know what, let's just try this truck that I've heard such good things about. It does look really nice. The sound on it, though, is so loud compared to literally everything else. Like, that's why you had to see me adjust the volume there. But we should finally get our flour sold, at least, so I will see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, there is all of our flour sold, and with that we have enough money to pay back our emergency loan. So part of the condition of taking out that loan was that we had to pay it back before we could buy anything else. So we are left with $60,508 and a truck that probably doesn't fit into the shed. I might look at replacing this building in between episodes. But our sugar beet is still not ready to harvest, and our Alfalfa is not ready to harvest yet either, so I'm going to look at some solutions for our grain problem, because now we have no way to take grain off of a field, and I'm probably going to do some contracts off camera just so we can afford the equipment that we need. Next episode, we will be harvesting the sugar beet and probably turning over our former wheat fields. But until then, guys, I'm a Shadowbox. This has been a very long, probably two-part episode of Farming Simulator 19 on Susquehanna Valley. I will see you guys next day. Have a good one.